Well, bullying, it's in the news far too often these days, and it can take many forms from verbal to physical to even online or cyberbullying. So what can you do if your child is a target of a bully? Well, our next guest, Joy Berry, is an educator and author who has written over 250 books for children and parents and has sold over 85 million copies. And today we're going to be talking about bullying from her Help Me Be Good series. Joy, welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Oh, it's so wonderful being here.
And, we are hearing so much about bullying in the news. It's not, it's been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
It's no secret that there are mean girls
Absolutely.
out there. But let's talk about what causes bullying. I mean, why?
Yeah, because there's no bad children. There are only children with problems. And it starts a lot of times with kids who feel inferior, and they think by tearing others down that they'll build themselves up. Or there's kids who feel out of control, and they feel that by controlling others, they're going to get control of their lives. Or maybe they feel powerless, and, with very dominating parents or dominating older brothers and sisters, and they feel by getting power over others, they'll empower themselves. Of course, the anger thing. If you have a very angry child that can't lash out to adults, they're going to lash out to kids that they think they can get away with doing that. And then there's one more thing, and that is, of course, fear. A lot of kids are so afraid that they're going to be bullied and put down that they want to strike first and then circumvent it. And so that's why kids, bully.
Wow. Let's talk about what you can do. You have some great tips about how to address bullying. And you say, treat bullies with kindness?
Yeah. And incidentally, going back to that first point is understanding what makes a bully will help kids not personalize being bullied and saying there's something wrong with me and that's why I'm being bullied, because it isn't you as the target. Now, treating people with kindness is always the first step in all of the interpersonal relationships, because when you're kind to people, they have a harder time being bad to you.
Right.
But if that doesn't work, then just think in terms of if there's a bully in your school, stay away from them.
Okay.
Because basically, just don't be around them if you possibly can avoid it. But then, of course, what if they're in your class?
Yeah, what do you do in that instance?
Yeah, in that instance, then what you have to do is when they're bullying you, you look them straight in the eye and you say to them, look, I don't like what you're doing. Stop it.
Well, what happens when that doesn't work?
Okay.
Because, there are some kids out there very testy.
Absolutely. If the confronting doesn't work, then you ignore them. If you ignore them, their taunts, their whatever, it's not as much fun for them. But if that doesn't work, then you walk or run away. And if they come after you, they follow you, they continue, you get help. And you keep getting help until the problem is resolved. So that's going to the teacher,
right,
going to the principal if you have to, telling your parents. And I always say to kids, listen, the difference about telling in that situation, you're not tattling. When someone is in danger or something is in danger, telling an adult about it is a good thing to do. That's not tattling. Tattling is only, ratting people out because you want to get them in trouble. And that's not what you do when you're telling on somebody who's bullying.
As a parent, what are the signs you need to look for? If your kid's not saying to you, Mom, I've got a problem, Dad, I need help, what are some of the warning signs?
They don't want to go to school.
Okay.
They get very depressed. They start resisting, even talking about things at school, because they actually start believing that if they tell on the bully, that the bully will only get worse. And they have to really be reassured that anytime this bullying happens, they're going to be supported and they're going to have the backup that's necessary to get that bullying stopped.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. And 85 million books, Joy, I want to say that, sold is a testament that this is a real issue. I mean, bullying is real and it's no secret. We've got to address it.
And the bullying is really one book in a series of 250 that deal with every problem that a parent will ever face from birth up to 13 years of age. So,
well, we have your website, folks. If you want to get in touch with Joy, you can certainly do that. Joy, thank you so much for being here.